Welcome back. Namibia has recently reaffirmed its commitment to ensuring the safety and security of tourists following international travel advisories that raise concerns about crime and fraud. Tourism remains a key pillar of the country's economy, and government says measures are in place to protect visitors and maintain Namibia's reputation as a safe and welcoming destination. To unpack what this means for travellers and the tourism sector, we're now joined telephonically by the spokesperson of the Ministry of Environment, Fisheries and Tourism, Vilho Angula. Vilho, good evening and thank you so much for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Good evening, Nina. Thank you so much for having me.
Well, Vilho, to start with, following these recent international travel advisories, how is Namibia reassuring current and potential tourists, that the country remains a safe and secure destination to visit?
Thank you so much, Nina. Firstly, I would like to thank the Ministry of Home Affairs, Immigration, Safety and Security, especially the police and the Ministry of International Relations and Trade, who worked with the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism to jointly craft the response to the advisories in question. And also just for the collaboration that we had with them as government stakeholders, which is telling of Namibia's resolve to protecting the visitors and tourists. This collaboration goes beyond the response to the operational issues. As such, MEFT and NTB have developed a safety toolkit in a form of a pocket book, which is available at no cost, that is meant to help tourists to be safe whenever they are in Namibia.
Well, international reports, Vilho, have highlighted concerns around, the issues of fraud as well as crime. So how is the ministry addressing these issues to protect our tourists and, safeguard Namibia's image as a preferred destination or travel destination?
The Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism works closely with the law enforcement agencies such as the police, city police in Windhoek, and also some town councils in other towns across the country to just beef up safety measures such as surveillance cameras, patrols, and to share information with tourists on how to be safe whenever they are in the country.
Talk to us about the key, tourism areas or the popular travel routes that are receiving heightened security attention.
These areas are identified through the tourist statistical reports that are released every month and constitute areas that are highly concentrated by tourists, especially Windhoek by implication, because it's the capital city. It's where a lot of tourists converge before they depart to various tourism attractions, and also along the roads that lead to key tourist areas such as the coastal town, road from Windhoek to Swakop, and also the road from Windhoek to Etosha.
And what role, Vilho, do tourism operators, accommodation establishments and the tour guides themselves, play in supporting government efforts to ensure tourist safety?
They say that tourism is everyone's responsibility and business. So the tourism operators and players play a key role because oftentimes they are the second, if not the first point of contact for tourists in Namibia. So sometimes how they treat the tourists and visitors, from customer service to how they handle their safety, can make or break our tourism industry. So these operators often provide tourists with key information on health and safety, and also just tell them what activities and areas the tourists can undertake and which ones they can avoid. Just provide general safety precautions, which is very important in providing safety to the tourists.
Well, as you just mentioned, and as the statement also told us earlier today, that, tourists is a shared responsibility. So what practical safety tips would you give to visitors traveling around Namibia?
Visitors, for us to protect their safety properly, we also need them to really be vigilant and be cautious of safety risks. But we are also encouraging them to use service providers that are registered with the Namibian Tourism Board to book for their accommodation, transport, and activities. Choosing registered operators would protect them from fraud and crime risks.
Well, thank you so much. Just finally, Vilho, before we let you go, what message would you like to share or send to tourists who may be hesitant because of, this international advisories, but are still considering Namibia as their next travel destination?
Thank you. Maybe just to say that despite the recent international advisories, Namibia remains a safe and welcoming world-class traveling destination. Visitors can enjoy Namibia's second-to-none landscapes, wildlife, and diverse cultures. So the Ministry of Environment, Forestry and Tourism looks forward to welcoming all visitors in 2026 and beyond, and strongly affirms its commitment to promoting Namibia as a safe, secure, and sustainable tourism destination.
Mr. Vilho Angula, thank you so much for your time this evening, and thank you for joining us here on the Daily Roundup.
Thank you so much, Nina.
When we come back after this brief break, we touch on some health matters. We engage the Ministry of Health on their latest campaign.